Hey y'all, what's going on? This is Paola of paolaponcenails.com, and in today's Thursday's bonus video, we're going to be doing red opal nails. Now, I'm going to start doing this on Thursdays where we just showcase nail art, and Sundays when we have our Sunday drop, that's going to be a little bit more informational, more mistakes, secrets, tips and tricks, and just the regular stuff that we've been doing on Sundays or every time we post a video. So again, I want to dedicate Thursdays to nail art. A lot of them we're going to be just watch me works. Some may be even like silent where I just play like some nice soft music. You know, it just depends on my bandwidth, my time, my schedule, my energy. But I figure that it's important to get you these looks and get you these tutorials on nail art. And so that is why I thought, you know, rain or shine, voiceover, no voiceover, like let's get you these tutorials. So if you are pumped and excited and you definitely would like to see this on bonus video Thursdays, let me know in the comment section so that I keep posting these for you. All right, let's begin. So while researching what a red opal actually looks like, I found out that's a little bit more red orangey, and so that's why I'm going with this color from Cocoa's. It's Summer Red and it's number 69. I'm just going to do one layer of this and just go from there because I just need a little bit of translucency, and just with one layer this is enough to get me there. In case you're wondering what brush I'm using, this is the Cocoa's Medium Flat. It is now available on their store. It used to just be Educator Edition, but it's a really great brush and I actually really like it. Next step, I'm going to take the Cocoa's Mica Flakes and I'm just going to gently dab these on to the very slight tacky layer of the cured colored gel, and I'm just using an eyeshadow brush, very inexpensive brush, nothing like fancy or technical, and I'm just tapping these on. I don't want to tap them on with too much pressure because then I'm going to create like a crackle effect, and that's not really what I want, and I don't usually like the crackle effect either. So just ever so gently pat them on, place them on there first, and then come back and pat them on. Now I haven't cured this and I'm not going to cure it. I'm just going to come in with this Rosso Red from the Gloss Collection, and I'm going to dab a few of these little, you know, pats on the nail here and there. And I don't want to use it too much. It actually is quite intense. It's like a translucent scarlet color. It's beautiful, but I don't want to overwhelm this design, okay? And as you can see, had I gone with this color, I would have missed out on that beautiful oranginess that color number 69 really delivers. So it's a little intense, and what you want to do is use Art Clear Zero. This is Cocoa's clear gel, the clear gel that's actually in all of their colors. So if you ever want to mix or blend or just kind of create your own thing in a separate jar, that is the gel that you want to reach for. In this video, I'm actually going to be using primarily, if not all, Cocoa's. So if you're interested in any of the products, I'll drop the Cocoa's link down in the description box below, and you can use my affiliate code PPN10 for 10% off your order. All right, so I'm not going to cure this. I'm just going to leave it as is, and I'm going to come in with my fairy dust, also from Cocoa's, and is a white a sparkly glitter that actually kind of cures clear, and it just brings out a lot of iridescence. So I'm just going to dab it ever so gently here and there. The biggest tip that I can give you is to just work with a light hand, okay? Do not like just press and push everything on the nails. Like, you'll get there, but try to get there with layers. Like, as you can see, now I'm actually coming back with those mica flakes and placing a few here and there. But this is not exactly the look that I'm going for. I do want to cover some of these flakes. And you know, we did nothing wrong by adding more flakes because we're adding dimension, but I don't need them to stand out this much. I don't want them to look like New Year nails. I really want them to keep like an opal, a red opal look going. So I'm going to come back with color number 69, and I'm going to basically like black out, right, with this red, the areas that I don't want to see, so that I can make this design a little less overwhelming. And we are not done with the blending. I'm actually going to take this maroon brown glass and I'm going to use it to create dark shadows on this red. We want dimension. This is signature of a Japanese style manicure with nail art. It means like there is dimensions, there's layers, and you're not curing too much. You're trying to work with as much tacky layer or as wet gel so that you can actually do more with less time. Like, you're not going to spend hours on these nails because you're not curing consistently. You're just going off of what you have at that particular step. Next up, I'm going to use Mega Stick Base, and this is to essentially like encapsulate the nails. Now, this is not a true encapsulation because I'm not using a builder gel. This is a soft base gel, and I'm also not using a lot of product. As you can see, I'm using a generously thin layer, and I'm just going over the nails with this. And perhaps you're like, well, they look so thin, why not just jump over to Ultra Glossy Top Coat? And actually, Ultra Glossy Top Coat is thick, but what I want to do is protect this design, the layers here, with this base gel so that it doesn't wear down or, you know, just kind of come through the top coat, so it's actually smooth when I apply my top coat so that there is no filing involved. Okay. And I actually decided to come in and blur out more areas, but now I'm going to do it with a different method of color application. Now, it's totally fine to do it at this step even though I apply my base, because my flakes and my glitter is already protected. So all I'm going to do is grab that summer red, mix some Art Clear Zero into it to really make it translucent so that I can apply it almost entirely on the nail and again create more dimension. So take it step by step, see what you need to do. If you recreate this design, well, please tag me on Instagram. I love to see what you created, but especially like make it your own in the sense of like follow these steps and then see how it's coming on your end, because it's just going to be unique almost every time you create it. You're not going to create the exact same set of nails as this or even your own version. You'll make it better each time. So you can see that now it's looking like what I want it to look. And the light here, it's actually making it a little bit more gold, but I'll show you the iridescence at the end, which I've already sneak peeked in the beginning. I'm just going to use Ultra Glossy Non-Wipe Top Coat. No kidding, the best top gel ever. And you can use these over acrylics too, this top coat. It's super shiny. It's got a little bit of thickness to hide any imperfections. And what you don't want to do is self-level too much with your top coat because you're actually going to blur it. It's almost like if you're looking through a thick window pane. The thicker that window pane is, then the clarity decreases. So that is why you don't want to double up too much on your top coat or self level with it. Now I'm going to add this chain here, and to be honest, you could have done this after or before, I should say, you applied your top coat. That way you don't get any gel on your finished nails. It doesn't matter, it wouldn't hurt if you added another layer of top gel on top of this, because I'm going to use now the non-wipe accessory bond. And this is pretty cool because as soon as I've covered my entire little chain in this gel, I do not need to apply a top coat. So it's going to help keep these nails really thin. Even though we've done so much to them, Like they're not even close to being like thick or bulky or maybe even a little unbalanced. As you can see, I just take the chain and I really saturate it with this gel. I even comb it through with a firm brush. This is the thin round brush, and I'm just saturating the chain, making sure that it's all in the links inside of this chain before I apply it. Again, you could have done it where you apply the chain first and then you came in with your top coat and just apply top coat on everything except the chain. Okay, because if you apply the top coat on top of the chain, it might just look a little too bulky. And I've done this design before on my sister and it just wears so perfectly and so thin. So I do like to do it this way where I don't apply additional top coat on top of this. Remember, this is non-wipe. Once you've cured this, it's ready to go. You leave it as it is. No need to scrub it with alcohol. No need to top coat it. It's a wonderful product. Again, newly released, by the way, with Cocoa's maybe a few months ago. All right, and I'm just going to flash cure it just to make sure that it doesn't move. It probably wouldn't move, but just in case, right? I don't want to be fiddling, coming back and forth to mess with that chain. So I'm just going to give it a flash cure right now with my flash cure unit, and then come back and put the whole hand for a full cure. And all right, you just give this a full cure, and here we are. I told you it would be dimensional, it would be slightly iridescent. Well, I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and if you'd like to see more of these, or let me know what you want to see next on our bonus videos Thursdays, which are going to be dedicated to nail art looks. See you next week, and bye for now.